Okay, I am officially shitting my pants now.
Quack.
Fucking hell. It was the most scary experience I ever had in my motorcycle life. And I have to admit, I did panic a little bit. The timing of this event was terrible, and that's what made me panic. But let's start from the beginning. For the last few weeks I was very busy with servicing my Kawasaki Versys after my UK trip, and I did quite a lot of things on the bike. The bike was completely stripped. You've probably seen my short videos on my YouTube channel when the bike was completely naked, and I did few very important things on the bike. So I replaced the spark plugs, I replaced the air filter, I fixed the airbox which was not correctly installed by service, and that's one of the reasons why I do my own service. I also did check the ball bearings on my steering stem, and I changed oil and oil filter. So quite a lot of things and quite important things. I did the oil change the usual way, so as I'm always doing, everything went okay. After oil change I started the bike, the oil light went off, so everything was okay. But of course after every service I'm doing the test ride, and that's when the things became complicated. So when the bike's engine was cold, it started immediately, it was working okay, no weird sounds. So I went for a test ride, and after about 20 minutes I realized that my oil pressure light started blinking on low RPMs, which was a little bit weird. But I thought, okay, maybe I poured not enough oil into the engine. So I of course stopped and I checked the oil level, and oil level was on max. And because of that fact I decided I'm gonna go back to the garage because something is wrong here. Something doesn't fit the standard procedures, and on my way back I noticed that my oil pressure light doesn't blink anymore, but it's just very red on low RPMs. About 1500 RPMs the light was gone, everything was fine, but below that it was just one big red cherry light, which is not good because it doesn't bode well for the engine. It basically means your engine is fucked. And because I just did the service, the first thing that popped up in my head was, Andy, what did you do wrong? So I came back, I sat down on my chair, and I was thinking, and I was analyzing all what I did minute by minute, and I was thinking what went wrong, what I could do wrong. And I couldn't find anything in my head that would definitely say, Andy, you did this and that wrong, and that's why you have this very unfortunate problem. The only thing I could think of at the moment was that there must be something wrong with my oil pressure sensor, but the bike was standing for 2 weeks here. I didn't ride, I didn't do anything with the oil sensor, so why is it just at this moment not working properly? Yeah, the only thing I could think of was that it's broken. And at that point I sent the video to my friend Paul, and I'm very glad I did that, because he immediately confirmed, Andy, you must check your oil pressure sensor. And he told me exactly where I should look to find the problem. And you probably won't believe, but this very serious problem had a very simple solution. So if this ever happened to you, if you will have the same symptoms on your Versys like I did, do not panic, because it might be that the solution is very close and very simple, but just check this solution, what I did, with big help from my friend Paul. So anyways, the problem is in the oil pressure sensor. And let me show you what I did. So the oil pressure sensor is a little bit difficult to find in the Versys, but it is over there. It's this thing, I hope you can see my finger. It's this rubber thing. This is just a rubber cover. Underneath there is a sensor. So what you need to do, you need to remove this plastic cover first. There is 4 bolts which are keeping this plastic. You need 2 Allen keys. If you use these small bits, they are H6 and H4. Now these 2 bolts, so the top one and middle one, are a little bit longer. So this part is a bit longer. I'm gonna take the lower one and I'm gonna show you this one is shorter. As you can see. And I will explain you in a second why. So as you can see, this part here has extra rubber, which is much thicker, so the bolts needs to be longer. This one is much shorter, so as you can see, this bolt would be too long for this place. So it's quite important not to mix up the bolts. And now here underneath is our oil pressure sensor. It's this thing here. There is a rubber cover on it, so you need to remove it like that, and that's the connection for your oil pressure sensor. And if your connection looks like that, then for sure that's the reason why you have oil lamp on a low RPM when the engine is hot. Unfortunately, I didn't film when I was cleaning it. All what I did, I removed that bolt and this connector. I clean it with the steel brush and a little bit with the very fine sanding paper. I did apply some technical Vaseline. It can be some other grease, and I installed it back. I was just almost shitting my pants, and just look at that. Right now I have 100 degrees and no oil lamp at all. So as you can see, the solution for the problem was very simple, but very unexpected, and it was really bad timing when it happened after the service. So you can imagine why I was thinking, yeah, that I did something wrong, and I did panic, and that was not good for my health and for my underwear. I heard that this is very well known problem on Kawasaki's, but I didn't know about it, and that was as well another reason for my panic attack. But I'm glad the solution was very simple. With that positive information, I will end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like and subscribe. If you like my channel, you can support me by clicking super thanks button underneath the screen, or you can buy me a coffee. All the informations are of course in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and of course see you in the next one.